This is a real good one. By no means a bouncer. It's shortish of length, but it's perfectly directed.
The going certainly wasn't easy for Younus and Shafiq, as they were peppered with short deliveries on a bouncy pitch by the pace trio, which had its tails up.
It was actually, 30-odd, 4 down, and team needed. So I was thinking that this is a time, if I make it for my country, it will be very nice.
Shafiq had similar thoughts in mind. He wasn't pushed back entirely by the short stuff, coming forward and driving confidently quite often.
Driven through the covers and will just, well, maybe just reach the boundary. Certainly be checked upstairs.
The outfield at Newlands isn't as quick as some of the other grounds in South Africa. It's a little bit thicker. Amla chased hard. I would imagine they'll have to have a look at that again, because that's very, very tight.
I think he's all right. He's done well. Philander's turn to chase. That's certainly not going to get to the rope. Keeps it down to 2. Oh, that's a beauty.
Not a great deal of foot movement from Younus Khan, but it's where he hits the ball that's impressive. By no means a half volley, but he lets it come to him and then just opens the face and guides it through the covers.
That's well played. 4 runs straight down the ground.
Philander does like to pitch the ball up, but on this occasion it's just slightly over pitched, but it's a super shot by Younus Khan. Back down the ground, wonderful place to hit the cricket ball, and a fitting shot to bring up the half century. 51 for 4.
So dominant were the new ball bowlers that the first boundary for Younus would come as late as in the 21st over, once he felt confident enough to play some attacking strokes.
Oh yeah, especially against Stain and Splendor, they bowl very well. They are using the condition very well. So I think if we threw with the new ball, so we have a good chance.
Apesh slices it past cover. He'll pick up at least 2 runs. Younus Khan is a brisk runner between the wickets. Easily done.
This is going to bring around the change in the field. Jacques Ellis is suggesting that maybe Hashim Amla can come a little bit closer on the short drive, because he has seen Younus Khan twice open the face and sort of chip it for the first 10 meters. So it's just getting Hashim Amla a little bit closer, saying, okay, if you drive and get it wrong, it might go airborne and might get you caught out short cover because of the slow nature of the pitch.
It's driven to mid-off for no run. And let's have a look at the umpires. Will the bails be taken off for the lunch period? Yes, lunch has been called.
So the first hurdle had been crossed by Younus and Shafiq as they shepherded their team through to lunch without the loss of any more wickets. However, they knew a big challenge still lay ahead of them, with the Proteas eager to maximize the advantage they had got by getting to bowl first on a responsive surface in Newlands. Time now for a short break here on Great Centuries, but when we come back, we'll tell you how Younus and Shafiq prospered by launching a surprise counter-attack in the second session. Welcome back to Great Centuries. On the 14th of February 2013, Younus Khan and Asad Shafiq launched a counter-attack against South Africa. Playing rearguard innings on day one of their second test at Cape Town, the two right-handers would begin to express themselves in the post-lunch session, having weathered the storm in the first.
It's nicely played. That's what they've got to do. That's a very good shot from Shafiq. He'll have confidence after his runs in the second innings at the Wanderers. Fine stroke.
Short and wide. Don't see that very often from Vernon Philander. He doesn't bowl many loose deliveries. This is one of them. Well executed. Cut shot. Normally you see the cut shot going square of the wicket, but this one was well in front of square, so he's onto it very quickly.
It's through the gap. Backward of point and collect a couple of runs. The importance of rotation of strike for batsmen is understood, and they know they have to do that if they're going to deal with a bowling attack or deal with a particular bowler. But it's not that simple. It's certainly been made difficult here for them by the South African fast bowlers.
Nice play. It was over pitch. Gave that one a lot of flight, Robin Peterson.
A good shot there by Khan, just opening the face. Was angling in towards the leg stump area. He just waited for it. Knew where the gap was. Through the offside. Gave himself a little bit of room.
Catch it!
Doesn't miss out on this one. That was short, it was wide, it was a quicker delivery, it was well put away by Shafiq, so that's a welcome boundary for Pakistan.
Beautiful. Extra cover. 4 runs. Here's a very nice player to watch when he's in flow, Younus Khan.
Elegant, wasn't it? It really was an elegant extra cover drive. Brought up the 50 partnership as well.
Everybody knows it's all about the partnerships, and if you have partnership like 200 plus, so you are in, and it was very well supported by from Asad as well. You know, we take singles and suddenly, you know, we just gear up and we have some boundary as well. So I think it was very nice.
A little bit short, and he's pounced on it. He's pounced on that and hit it for 4. Disappointment from Peterson. Cries of catch it. Morné Walker is not going to get there. Some distance away from him in the end. And the end result is a couple. Short again, and hammered away again. That's a good shot. There's no doubt he's going to pounce on anything slightly short from Peterson. Done it twice now in the last couple of overs.
Flat again from Peterson. Short, punished, similar fashion to the previous over. And be happening because sometimes now the batsmen are happy to come down the wicket, use their feet a little bit.
That's in the gap, it'll go for 4.
It's pretty special when it comes to playing spin. Asad Shafiq has got good footwork. He gets to the pitch of the ball very quickly. 100 is raised as a result of that punishing cut shot. Went back, used the crease well, used the box well, and found the gap as well.
Well played. Uppercut for 4.
Very good thinking, because you get split of a second to decide whether you want to go along the ground or over the top. And he thought it out very cleverly. The moment that ball was pitched short by Jack Callis, and it was a little wide as well, allowed Asad Shafiq the luxury to throw his arms at that one and intentionally played it over point for a good 4.
opportunity, a difficult one. Jacques Callis diving across Graham Smith at first slip. Pretty sure this one carried, but it was very, very tough.
Good delivery this by Morne. Morkel finds the outside edge. He's been really good with the ball today, has Morkel. Here we see full and length. Finds the outside edge, softish hands, and just dropping short of Graham Smith and Jacques Callis. Good effort there by Callis, because when the ball isn't going to carry to the first slip, ideally what you want is for the second slip to go and try and get his hand across and pick it up. But it dropped short, both of them. And you can see hot spot. That's 50 for Younus Khan. Well played. He's been very selective. He's waited for the right deliveries to cash in on. It's a big feather in his cap for the Pakistani team. They needed the experience to come through, and Younus Khan has answered the call.
81st Test half-century for Younus Khan in 141 innings. So that's very good batting against a good attack. Delivery was short, he had lots of time, pulled it away. So a good contribution by Pakistan's best batsman.
That could be two. He could bring out about his 50. And that's a bit of a gift for Asad Rashif, but he deserves it. He's played well. He's put together a good partnership with Younus Khan, and that takes him to 1,000 test runs as well. This is his 8th test 50 in his brief career. And he's shown a lot of courage on this tour so far. Been quite selective today. He's been good all around the wicket.
So that's the end of the second session on day one of this test match, and it's been a good one for Pakistan. They haven't lost a wicket. They played pretty well. That has been Younus Khan and Shafiq combined well to rescue this Pakistan innings. It was in tatters at one point earlier this morning when they lost 4 wickets. And they were looking down the barrel of another very cheap first innings dismissals. But these two have done pretty well. They've combined well, they've gussed it out.
On that note, it's time for us to take another break here on Great Centuries. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll tell you how Younus and Shafiq made history both for themselves and for their team during the course of their epic partnership. Thanks so much for staying with us on Great Centuries. Younus Khan and Asad Shafiq, who had brought up their half-centuries, were now looking to push on and quickly get to their next big landmark as well. With the pitch having eased out in Cape Town, they cashed in the final session of play on day one of the second test.
Outside half of the bat. Security guard almost in action. It's going to go for 4 in the end. Security guard just a little bit sluggish out of the blocks there, I thought.
Wasn't in the complete control, but jumping up in the air, slicing it past gully and point, both relatively together.
Pull shot. Very good pull shot indeed. Well in front of square on the leg side. It's picked up the length, just slightly short from Philander, and put away for 4. Well played.
Yes, this shot will give a lot of comfort to Younus Khan and to the rest of the crew in the hutch, because this was nicely waiting for the length. There was nobody there patrolling the on the leg side, so a good pickup shot, a good boundary for Asad Shafiq.
Whip that away as well. It's going to pick up another boundary, so that is terrific stuff. That is forcing the issue. Certainly transferring the pressure. Brings up 150 also now for Pakistan, and 10 from that over. 151 for 4. Pull shot, another good one. Again, it's well in front of square. It's a sign of a batsman picking things up nice and early.
Well, that's truly magnificent from Asad Shafiq, because Jacques Callis has been threatening to get him out with that length, but have a look at him in complete control, and the position was rock solid. He went back and cracked this in front of square leg. Now that is a hallmark of a player who's sighting the ball early, picking the length early, and in complete control.
A nice day here at Newlands. A little bit of wind.
It was Misbah Haq and Asad Shafiq in Johannesburg. Now Younus Khan and Asad Shafiq. Big shot, looking to go over the top, and manages to do so in the end. They tried it some time before, Asad Shafiq, and he nearly got out. This time he gets 6.
We talked that the Pakistan batsmen might take the attack to the South Africans in these 10 overs before the second new ball. It's exactly what Shafiq has done. He didn't get to the pitch once again. We saw a couple of overs back, he dragged one just short of Morne Mork on that occasion, didn't get there, but he went through with the shot and got good enough contact, and that carries the whole way.
Partnership now 150. It's now the highest partnership for any wicket by Pakistan in South Africa. Shot, beautifully played, and it's gone for 4.
As a bowler, a spinner, when someone comes down the wicket, you're always conscious that they might try it again at some stage. This occasion, Peterson's dropped it just a little bit shorter in length. And Shafiq's adjusted beautifully. He's rocked back onto the back foot, placed it behind square in the offside.
Swept away. He plays that shot so well, does Younus Khan. Well away. He plays that shot.
Very good player of spin, Younus Khan, and this is an example. That was that flat sweep where he goes in front of square, gets his head into the shot and over the ball, and his timing was good as well. Superbly struck.
Wonderful use of the feet by Younus Khan. Peterson coming over the wicket. I said with day one, there's not much rough outside that leg stump. It's inside it. Hits it straight back over Peterson's head. Wonderful stroke.
Such good use of the feet. That's well played. Beautifully cut. No third man in position. Superb shot.
Everything about this stroke was good. There was a hint of width from Jacques Kallis. It wasn't that short, but he just crouches down, and it's all about the placement. 2 slips, a deepish gully. That is exquisite.
Sort of bounce that the Pakistan batsmen are used to. That ball didn't bounce much at all.
Down the ground he goes again, and he gets all of it, Younus Khan. Dealing in boundaries against Robin Peterson.
Well, second one of these we've seen, and this one was even better. The first one was a good shot. Let's have a look at the use of the feet there. Quick on his feet, getting into a good position, doesn't try and overhit the ball. It's a good clean strike with a full face of the bat. There it is, quite apt that it comes with a sweep shot. He's played that shot beautifully today, so an excellent effort. Younus Khan coming back from a test match, the first one at the Wanderers, where he looked out of sorts, but today he's played quite superbly.
I think it was the top one, and I was rated that maybe 10 by something like that, you know. So, and day before yesterday, you know, before the going to bed, I was thinking that if I make 100 and there was no chance, so it will be very nice.
It's got it through. Terrific stuff. Really has deserved this. It really has played very nicely indeed. It's been an outstanding partnership from Pakistan. Congratulations, Shafiq. That's his third Test 100.
His first against South Africa. Congratulations, Shafiq. It's been a wonderful innings.
After Shafiq and Younus had brought up their respective tons, they would